guys, another Demon Slot reviews here, and this is of the new for 2014 Scalextric's Bentley Continental GT3, and this is the super resistant version of the car. Now, as you may notice, it's a lot different from the No.7 car. It's a bit more colourful, a bit more exciting to look at, and in some places it looks like it's purple, but it's actually a very, very dark blue. Now, it's a very interesting and nice looking car. It raced in, better get this right, I think it was the British GT. Yes, it was. It raced in the British GT Championship, but was withdrawn before the last two races because they weren't entirely happy with the results it was getting. It also raced in the Blanc Pond. I believe it raced in the Silverstone round of the Blanc Pond, and I saw it at that race. That's if I'm thinking of the right race. And that was the one that also the other Bentley won. So, you know, not too bad. And it was also the first privateer Bentley. So there are loads of other there are a few other Bentleys out there in different racing series, but they are actually officially backed by the Bentley company, as it were. But this one was all privateer, sort of no help from them whatsoever. It's a very, very nice looking car. I really do quite like it. I like the sort of grey Union Jack on the top there as well. I think that's kind of a nice touch. But in the first few pictures I saw of this car, it looked like it was all silver. Where's white on the back here and around the front, they showed a sort of spoiler picture, and it was all silver, sort of like a chrome colour as well. So we were a bit concerned that we thought, oh, they haven't even done the car properly. But no, they have. They've done it correct and everything. It's white where it should be, and it's silver where it should be as well. So this car is very accurate as well, because Scalextric have gone and even done the sort of the hoops that go over the top of the wing. That's sort of now how spoilers are in most GT series. They go, instead of going underneath and supporting it from the bottom, they loop over. Don't know quite why they do that. I don't know if it gives more aerodynamics, grip, or I don't know if it's to actually reduce grip or something. But yeah, they come over the top now. There are a few cars now that I know for definite that still do this. It's the Audi R8, the GT3 car of that. But Scalextric haven't obviously implemented that wing change onto the actual race car models. Even though I think the Audi's on the last couple cars now. There's probably going to only be one more next year. I'd be surprised if there is in the 2015 lineup. And then this car as well, it's super resistant as you can tell, but it can be converted into the detail format. So you can take all the interior out, which is the glass, and there is a little bit of a cockpit in there, I think, if they do it the same as all the other super resistant cars. And you can sort of take it all out and then reinstall it. And there's also the fact that now they only have 4 screws. So staying on to the bottom of the car as well, I have a big problem with this bit here. I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea. The indent, because now the blade bit doesn't even come out as much as it would do on, say, the Lotus Exige or all the other cars that have it on the bottom like that. Although I do think it's partly due to the fact that the car is actually pretty low. So it could be to do with that, just to give it a little bit more room, otherwise it'd be dragging along the front and it would sort of be front high. But I never really, that's not a good sight. It's got 2 magnet positions. We've already installed the second magnet in there, and the reason for that is because it's not very competitive with just the one magnet. It needs both in them to compete with the McLaren MP4, and even then it sort of still struggles to be on a par with it. They did a lot of detailing on the bottom with regards to the chassis and actually cutting holes in the bottom, and that's kind of good, but I think it's a bit of an unnecessary manoeuvre, just solely on the fact that not many people are going to be looking at the bottom of the car, and the only way you're going to see those bits is if you have it on a glass cabinet and it's at the top or something. But it's a sidewinder as well, the standard 18,000 rev motor, which means it's not any faster than any of the other cars, or it certainly shouldn't be on out of the box as well. Going back to sort of the body of the car, it is all one mould as well, so when it comes around again I'll show you what I mean by that. But the lights come out obviously if you want to spray paint it or customise it in any way. Wind mirrors will come out, the rear spoiler comes out, and I assume the front lights do as well. But this grille here is a sticker. That is not like just a piece of plastic on the inside. It's actually like just painted on, and it's just part of the whole bodywork. Has its upsides, definitely has its upsides for general racing, as in when you go into the back of someone you're not going to smash your grille in and then have to re-glue it every time you use the car. But it does have a bit of a problem for modelling, when the fact that if you want to customise the car it's going to be a lot harder to spray paint it, and especially with all the engine mount bits just there as well. So the car is going to be kind of hard to customise. I would say for me it'd be hard to customise, but I guess if you're a professional spray painter, customiser of your cars, you probably won't have too many problems with this car. A little bit of modelling tape, and depends if you like me, you don't take your time with it, you do rush them, you're going to have to really take your time with this car. There was also one more point I'd like to make about the Bentley, two more points actually. Its starting rate was 2,500 kg, and they had to get it down to 12,000 kg for it to actually be able to race in the Blancpain and the British GT. And all the fancy on the road cars got wooden interior and all of that, and they took all of that out before adding any sort of carbon fibre bits, lightweight bits, all the interior, and you know what I mean by like the proper race spec parts, and that reduced the total weight of the car by 1,000 kg. So that was a heavy car, and it lost pretty much half its weight just by taking out all the wooden interior, nice decor and everything. And then it did have a W12 engine, but they changed it to a V8, and apparently that helped with centre of gravity as well. So the car has a better centre of gravity, which is obviously quite crucial for racing, because you need to be able to have a good centre of gravity, otherwise your car's just going to go all over the place. So yes, this car's features, I've sort of spoke about them in the video already, but it's super resistant. So it hasn't got the working lights, but it can be fitted with them if you change it over from a detailed chassis onto a super resistant chassis. So you can have the lights without the interior work, or you can have the interior work without the lights. So you've got a bit more customization with these new Scalextric cars. This sort of came in around 2009-10, where they made the Ferrari F430s and the first lot of digital plug-ready cars, which is another feature of the car. There, 60-second change thing. So that means now that they don't make one whole mould of a car that they used to and constantly spray over it. They have the bodywork mould, they have the glass mould still, and then they have the cockpit mould, and they have them all painted in their own separate little stages. And just so you know, just so if you want to go and look for this car, the product code is C3515, and it's the generation Bentley racing car. Now, out of the two, I prefer this one a lot better. We need to do some proper testing. I did get the Arc 1 set, but I haven't got a tablet that works with it. I'm very annoyed about that. So that's probably going to have to be delayed, that video. And I will get some testing done of these cars soon. I will put some more testing videos up. I haven't had a lot of time, to be honest, but hopefully soon we're going to start doing a permanent layout, build a permanent layout, and then I'll be able to just quickly do them, and it will save a lot of time setting up, taking away and all that stuff. Thanks for watching the video. Please give this video a like, and don't forget to comment as well, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got 570 when I filmed this, so it'd be cool to see how many go up after sort of I put this one on. The other Bentley was very popular. I was quite impressed that it got 100 views within a week. So if you can also, keep viewing this one and sort of show your support, and then keep checking out the other videos as well, it would be a great help. And as always, appreciate your views, and I appreciate your comments, and I really like the likes as well. So all of those would be very helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.